Welcome back. Now, before we take a look at the day's business news, let's first take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And in our top business story, the UAE's gross domestic product is expected to grow between 4 and 4.5% this year. That's according to the UAE Minister of Economy, His Excellency Sultan bin Saeed Al Mansouri. Al Mansouri was quoted as saying that despite IMF predictions of a weaker global oil price next year, the UAE's economy will surge ahead and grow even stronger. He stated that the impact of oil prices is limited to only between 30 and 33%, or its share in the GDP of the country, and that they are also planning to reduce this share to only 10% in the future. He added that the UAE remains committed to its ongoing development and diversification of its economy, in keeping with its Vision 2021, which seeks to make the UAE one of the best countries in the world. The UAE Minister of Economy also ruled out any cuts in infrastructure projects. He stated that this year the UAE was the 30th largest economy in the world. Additionally, the UAE continues to be one of the world's top investment environments, with foreign direct investments exceeding 35 billion dirhams last year. Etihad Airways has acquired a 33.3% stake in Swiss carrier Darwin Airline, as announced at the Dubai Air Show, which will be rebranded as Etihad Regional. The airline stated that the rebranded regional operation will connect passengers from secondary markets into Etihad Airways' European network and hubs of equity alliance partners. According to a statement, the operation is a step change in global aviation, and that the new expansion move is subject to regulatory approval. By mid-2014, Darwin Airline will add 21 new routes and 18 new destinations. Its network will then include 6 European gateways served by Etihad Airways. The new airline will also connect into Etihad's existing equity partners, Air Berlin and Air Serbia. Metito, a UAE-based international water desalination and wastewater treatment company, has announced that it will provide sewage treatment solutions for ADNOC's Ruwais housing complex, a project that is worth more than $54 million. The project will see Metito provide a new sewage treatment plant to cater to the current needs of the development, as well as the long-term future expansion plans of the ADNOC site. The project follows Metito's successful completion and transfer of 2 earlier phases of sewage treatment plants for the same housing complex. The selected treatment system is eco-friendly and capable of producing high-standard effluent quality that will be reused for irrigation and landscaping within the housing complex.
The main components of the project is a state-of-the-art sewage treatment plant, capacity of 25,000 cubic meters per day, expandable to 30,000 cubic meters per day, 2 large sewage pumping stations, a septic receiving station, 12-kilometer sewers and TSE lines, 2 days storage capacity and TSE tank, irrigation pumping stations and irrigation network. The treated effluent out of the sewage treatment plant is collected in a TSE tank and then will be transferred to irrigation network, and from there it will be reused for irrigation to irrigate the trees, landscape, and land and the green areas in the housing compound itself. For this specific project, we have conducted a comprehensive environmental assessment study, air dispersion, and odor control modeling that has been conducted for this project and been approved by the Environment Agency of Abu Dhabi.
The US dollar came under some selling pressure last week as dovish comments from the Fed chairman-designate Janet Yellen and weaker US data weighed down prospects of a Fed taper as early as December. Markets have been in two minds as they decipher the flow of US data and its outcome on potential upcoming Fed action. Well, we earlier spoke with Gaurav Kashyap, the head of futures at Al-Pari Middle East, to get his views on the week ahead.
It'll be another volatile week in the financial markets up in the week ahead as we have a host of federal board members speaking across the US. We have people like Bullard, Lackard, and Ben Bernanke who will all be commenting probably on what their outlooks are on the US economy, and this will drive a lot of volatility in the week ahead with regards to the markets and their anticipation of, once again, that Fed taper. Now, expectations are for the Fed to probably doctor their current QE plans as early as December. But once again, we'll be watching for some of these comments from these particular board members throughout this week to gauge as to what the balance is in the Fed. Of course, now on Wednesday, we also have the release of the FOMC meeting minutes, so that will really give a clear indication of which members are voting towards that taper as early as December. Overall, it should be also a very, very volatile week for the euro against the US dollar. We have ECB President Mario Draghi speaking on Thursday with regards to his views on potential easing measures for the European economy. Once again, we did see them cut back their main refinancing rate by 25 basis points, so we can expect to see some additional easing measures on behalf of the European Central Bank. We'll get some cues on that on Thursday. Also, of course, the Bank of Japan announces their rates, and we're expecting to see some easing coming from their sides. But overall, markets will remain very volatile in the week ahead, and we expect the US dollar to remain on the front foot and fundamentally remain bullish in the week ahead.